Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So let me start off by saying I'm pretty frustrated right now. And it's not because there's anything going on water quality wise or with the corals themselves. Thankfully, everything seems to be doing fine on that front. But what frustrates me is something that happened to me 2 weeks ago. So when I was cleaning the algae off the glass like I normally do, I noticed there was something weird going on in the top left part of the tank. Here, I'll get closer for you guys. What I found was water getting in between the silicone and the two panes of glass. I'll try to press on the corner so that maybe you guys can see what's going on. When I apply pressure to the corner, there's water that moves in there. And if you've been in the hobby long enough, you know that that is definitely not a good sign. I'd be lying to you guys if I told you that this was the very first time that this happened to me, because it isn't the first time. When I started this system back in November 2020, so about 5 years ago, I started off with the Red Sea 425 XL. That was the first generation tank. And everything was all fine and dandy up until the 2-year mark. The tank sprung a leak. There was literally water shooting out from the side of the tank. And thankfully, I was home to catch it, so I was able to act quick. That same day, I reached out to Red Sea, and they were quick to resolve the issue for me. Within 2 weeks, I had a brand new tank and stand. It was the G2 series, which is what you see here. Fast forward 3 years later to 2 weeks ago, I am kind of running into a similar situation yet again. Thankfully, the tank hasn't sprung a leak. That would be catastrophic if it did. But the fact that this is now the second time that this happened really makes me wonder how much longer this tank will last. And because of that finding, I reached out to Red Sea and I told them, hey, it's me again. I have now a G2 tank, which is showing questionable signs of workmanship. And within a couple days, they got back to me. They asked me for some photos. I immediately sent those pictures to them. And within a span of a week and a half, 2 weeks, they came to the conclusion that they're going to honor the warranty and they're going to send me a new tank. So here's part of the problem with that. They were going to send me, or they offered to send me, a new G2 tank. And I replied back to them. I told them, I appreciate the offer, but not for nothing. I see now that you have a G3 series, which has Euro bracing along the top of the tank. And I know that that significantly strengthens the durability of the tank as a whole. They came back to me and basically told me, no, that's not going to happen. We'll send you a G2. And so that was disappointing to me. And I told them, okay, if that's really the only option that you're offering me, I'll accept it. But if I'm being honest, because this is not the first time that I encountered this issue with your tanks, you sending me another G2 doesn't exactly give me a vote of confidence that I'm not going to have to revisit this situation in another 2 or 3 years. Even though I'm going to be getting new warranty with the replacement tank. If in fact something were to happen again where I see a similar problem like this, or even worse, the tank actually springs a leak again, it's just the idea of having to pull everything out, stress out the fish, stress out the coral, stress me out, make it a whole day project just to do the transfer. That really doesn't sit well with me. So yeah, that's pretty much the update of the video, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted on how things go. From what I'm told, Red Sea is going to coordinate a new tank delivery at some point this week. Hopefully they make good on it, and yeah, so when that new tank comes in, I have to start right away with the transfer and hope for the best. Wish me luck, guys. Until next time.